Hello, Betty Sayers, Buzz Savories. Today we're cooking and it's pear tart and we're featuring a local honey, Buzz Savories honey. And this is made from bees in one location and the flavor is what we're looking for here. The honey blossoms and blooms in this pear tart. And we start with pears, 2 pears, using ricotta cheese, which is a new thing for me, and I really admire it and think you should try it too. Lemon, we want lemon juice and lemon rind zest, cinnamon, walnuts, and sugar, and a little butter on the top of the tart before we put the walnuts on. So it's very simple, and I think you're gonna love the process. It's fun to make. First step, I would like to have you juice the lemon. You just need 1 teaspoon. Measure the cinnamon, measure the sugar, zest the lemon, and here is the puff pastry. Remember, you buy this in your refrigerated section, sometimes the frozen section of your grocery store. And it comes in a sheet. And you are going to use, and by the way, it needs to be thawed in the refrigerator before use. And here we are. Here's the puff pastry, and we unfold the sheet like this. Take the paper out from underneath it. And what I want to do is make 10 by 5 inches, and you're going to cut it in half. So this is going to be 5 inches here. Let me see how this is. Okay, I need to make it just a little bit wider here and have an empty wine bottle, a glass, or your rolling pin, however you want to do it. So 10 by 5. And it gets to be 5 because we divide it in half and the half is there. So I'm just going to go like this. Let me see, half right here. And this is a metal ruler. I use it often, and I think everybody should have one. There, 5, 5, 10. And the next step is to mix the ricotta. Here we have ricotta. It's only a cup, and I'm going to add to it a teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, and a tablespoon of Buzz Savories local honey. Oh, smell your honey. Always smell it. You can smell the flowers in Buzz Savories honey. If you can't identify some smell, it's probably not local. Okay, here's the honey. 1 tablespoon. Simple as that. Now I will mix it together with a spoon. Just stirring. And if you want to, you could have had the pears peeled and sliced. And they're just thin slices, 2 pears. So that's the next task. Here we are. Simple as that. And I'm going to peel and slice the pears now. Okay, I've cut the pears. They're in 1/4 inch slices. I'm setting them here because step number 2 is spreading the ricotta mixture onto the puff pastry. And once again, now what I'm going to also ask you to do, what we have to do, is just leave a 1/2 inch on the outside edge of all of it, front, sides, bottom. I'm going to arrange the pear slices, and they can just be layered, and once again I'm going to cut this a little bit more, 1/4 of an inch. And you want them to be a little bit decorative because they will more or less embed themselves into the ricotta, but they still show up as really lovely pieces in the baking. Oops, here we go. Next step, we're dotting with unsalted butter just little pieces throughout the top. Okay. And the last step is take your finger and just dampen these edges, these 1/2 inch. Because you're going to be sprinkling a little sugar on the edge. I'll do one at a time. Not lots, you can't even hardly see it, but it just adds to the browning effect, makes it prettier. Okay, with 2 spatulas, I slid it into the pan. I would suggest putting parchment down, and you could do the measuring and rolling and setting the pears on and the ricotta on top of the parchment, then you could easily pick it up. That would be what I did the first time, and I'm glad, sorry, I forgot it for this. It's baking in a 400-degree oven for 10 minutes. I am putting walnut pieces on the tart. And here. Okay, then it goes back in the oven for 15 minutes. 15 to 20. We are ready to take it out. It has just about finished. We have 2 more steps and then it's totally done. Here you see a pear tart. The next to last step is sprinkling lemon zest just over the pears, lightly, lightly, lightly. 1 teaspoon of lemon zest comes with this recipe. Then, what I love to do is take my Twizzler and just drizzle honey, artisanal local honey. And I would like to recommend this cold, room temperature. You do not have to serve it warm, and you can keep it in the refrigerator for days. As you can see, it just has all things that sort of preserve it. Okay.